Good afternoon. I am here at the Path to Possibilities Resource Center with amazing school children, and I'm wearing two hats today. The first hat is as the founder of Path to Possibilities, and the second hat is as the founder of Orilifestyle. And today I am speaking to these students about hair care, how to take great care of their hair so that they grow up being very confident. And I've already liked what I see that they're doing with their hair. So we're going to start talking about hair care and how they can ensure that their hair grows and is healthy and they have healthy scalp and healthy hair. So that's what we're doing at the center today. I want this to be very interactive. Do you know what I mean? I want you to ask me loads of questions, and I'm going to ask you a lot of questions as well. What are you allowed to do or not do in school with your hair? Can someone tell me what you're not allowed to do with your hair in school? You're not allowed to add extensions or attachments to your hair. This is from what age? All classes. From GSS 1 to SS 3. What do you think about that? You think it's good? Why do you think it's good? You don't know, but you think it's good. Okay. My name is Titilolami Bello. I founded a charity called Path to Possibility. We run this center, but I also started a hair care brand some 4 years ago. And these are my products from the brand. We do shampoos, leave-in conditioner, and things like that. So today, obviously, we're going to have a conversation about hair care because I really want to help you. I want to make sure that you know the basics of good hair care so that you can grow your hair long if you want to grow your hair long. But more importantly, that you have healthy hair and you enjoy your healthy hair. So you were telling me that extensions are not allowed. Yes. And somebody said they're good. Does any... And beads are not allowed. Yes. Fantastic. Anything else that's not allowed? Tinting. Oh, tinting your hair. So coloring your hair is not allowed as well. What about relaxers? You're not allowed to relax your hair. Oh, you are allowed to relax your hair. Okay, so you are allowed to relax your hair. You're not allowed to have extensions. You're not allowed to have beads. You're now to tint, which is you're not allowed to dye your hair. Okay, so we started off with extensions, and you said it's good. Does anybody think it's bad that they don't allow you to wear extensions? Yes, but so you said it's good that they don't allow it. So you agree with the school. Does anyone disagree with the school? You're allowed to disagree with the school. When I was in your age, I disagreed with all the rules in the school. So if you disagree with it, you can say that this won't go back to your school. Don't worry about that. It's not going back to your school. So you all agree that extension should not. That is amazing. I actually think that is amazing. Telling me that in your school, which usually you start off at 10 years, I mean 9 or 10, yeah, and all the way to 15, 16. So up from 9 to 16, you are extension free and you're tint free, but you can relax. Okay, so my message to you is your school is actually starting you off with a fantastic foundation, because for the best hair health, extensions, dyeing is not the best thing for your hair. So let me show you images of what my hair looks like in real life and what my daughter's hair, I have a 16-year-old daughter, and what her hair looks like. And if I can show you an image of my son who's 12, I will show you those images too. And then you can tell me what you think about their hair, if it's something that you like, if you really don't care. So shall we see some images? Yes. Me and my daughter. Can you see her hair? We don't need to get this. Let me just. Can you see? Yes, that's her natural hair. This is her hair again. I'll bring it to the back. Yes. See hair as well? This is me. That's my hair. I just put it up and wrapped a scarf around it. That's my daughter's hair. That's the model's hair. And this is another model as well. What I'm trying to show you is what's possible with our hair when we take great care of it. So when you take great care of your hair, this is what's possible. Can you see? Do you see that all the time? Do you see hair like this all the time? That is natural? No. Do you see people with natural hair like this long all the time?
Yes. Not all the time.
But you said you see people with natural hair like this all the time. Does anybody in your school have hair like that?
No.
Exactly, that's the point. So my daughter is 16 years old. Okay? And her hair now is up to her waist when it's blow dried. So when her hair is blow dried, so in this picture, her hair has not been blow dried. It's just been washed and put in twist, and the twist was unraveled. But when it's blow dried, it's up to her. It took us about 7 years to grow it that long. But we were very, very intentional about growing it. Can you see? So this is me. My hair is past my bra strap, but it's not as long as my daughter's hair. This is what's possible if you take care of your hair. And sorry?
How many years?
Mine, I've been taking good care of my hair for 8 years. So we started at the same time. Our goal was to grow our hair really long. That was the goal. Who wants to grow their hair?
Everybody wants to grow their hair.
Oh, really? Oh, I love to hear that. Everybody wants to grow their hair. Who said that? Why does everybody want to grow their hair? It looks beautiful. Yes? Do you believe you can grow your hair? You absolutely can. But what will help you to grow your hair is understanding what our hair needs and what to do and what not to do. So should we talk a little bit about what not to do? Okay, fantastic. Maybe I should talk to you about what not to do by talking to you about all the wrong things I used to do to my daughter's hair and why it didn't grow. And then all the right things I started to do, and then we started seeing growth. So the first thing that I stopped doing with my daughter is tiny braids with attachment. And that is because attachment dries out the hair, the natural hair. So you've actually seen my hair like this. I have attachment, but I only do this like once a year. I don't live in Nigeria. The reason I've done this is because it's a treat for me. I'm treating myself. It's not something that I do all the time. So that's the number one thing. Not braiding too often with attachment. One of the things that we started doing was simple hairstyles, like what all of you are wearing now. There is no hairstyle in this room that I would say no to. But do you know when that starts to change? When you enter university. When you enter university, you want to look a particular way, wearing a lot of weave-ons. Hey, what did you say, please? It will eat. I love that. You are absolutely correct. Wearing too much wigs will damage your front. And when I started on my journey, my front was very damaged. It's not what it used to be. It doesn't look as good as it used to look, but it's way better because I stopped doing those things. So I want to tell you that as you grow a little bit older and you want to look a certain way, think about the health of your hair and the health of your edges. I'm not saying don't wear wigs. I'm saying don't wear them all the time. Yes? One of the things that we stopped doing as well is blow drying the hair all the time. To put your hair in this, what do? They wash it first. How do they dry it? With the hand dryer. And how often do you do this? Anytime you wash your hair. How often do you do this hairstyle, the cornrows to the back? If they didn't call hairstyle, how often do they call hairstyle? Oh, so every 2 weeks you have to change your hairstyle. I love that. So what the girls are describing is what used to happen. I thought it used to happen, but it still happens in some schools. So every 2 weeks, the school will call a particular style for all the girls to wear so that they're all uniform. But you're all not wearing the same hairstyle today. So did they not call hairstyle? They're writing their exams at the moment. So when they're writing their exam, they don't call hairstyle. But typically, they will call hairstyle every 2 weeks, which means you have to change your hairstyle every 2 weeks. This is fantastic because it then means that every 2 weeks, you will wash your hair and then you will put it in. And that is good. That is really, really good. If you can continue to wash your hair every 2 weeks, but maybe if you can, whoever is putting the weaving for you, if they can try not to blow dry it. Is that possible, do you think? For them to do it without blow drying? What happens with blow drying sometimes is it's harsh on the hair. It's very hot, that's right. Because it's very hot and because of the comb, it can break your hair. So what I stopped doing with my daughter was I stopped blow drying all the time. We still blow dry her hair, but maybe once a month, once every 2 months, not every 2 weeks. So if you can just do simple hairstyles like all back with no attachment, or even, you know the one they call Kiko, I think that's what you have.
Yes.
Kiko. That one is also very good. And in fact, with this one, you don't even need to blow dry. Because by the time they do this and you take it out, it stretches your hair, right? Fantastic. So we stopped blow drying all the time. We stopped putting too much attachment on the hair. We definitely did not use flat straightening irons. You know that? Exactly. Does anybody use that at all? No. You've used it once. Okay. And you've used it once too. So these are all good hair care practices, including making sure that you wash your hair regularly. That's very important. Washing your hair at least once every 2 weeks is very important because your scalp is skin, and your scalp, there is oil, natural oil that comes out of your scalp. We call it sebum. For your hair to grow, sebum is spelled S-E-B-U-M. Yes. For your hair to grow healthily and for your scalp to remain healthy, you need to clean it at least once every 2 weeks. I will admit to you, I wasn't cleaning my daughter's hair every 2 weeks before. But when we started to see better hair and better growth was when I started to clean regularly. Any questions? So the question is, for those at the back, what do you do if you do all these things and your hair still doesn't grow? It's a fantastic question. But you know what I'll tell you? Science tells us that our hair is always growing. Our hair is always growing. The only time your hair stops growing is if you are very sick. So if you're very sick, maybe you've had an illness and you're recovering, your hair may not grow as quickly or at all because your hair is not priority for your body. Your organs are priority for your body. Your heart, your lungs, your liver, those things are priority. So your body works really hard to keep those things alive. But for your hair, your body sends nutrients to what we call your follicles, which is on your scalp. And the nutrients help the hair to grow. But if you're sick, your body holds the nutrients. All the organs that need it hold the nutrients. And so your follicles doesn't get any. But when you get better, then things change. If you notice that your hair is not growing, often there are probably two things that are happening. You're not tracking it. So when I wanted to start growing my daughter's hair, I actually took a tape measure. You guys know what a tape measure is. And I measured how long it was. And I wrote it down. And then 2 months later, I went to measure it again to see if there's been any growth. And there was only a tiny. Do you know why? Because hair only grows half an inch on average every month. It's not a lot. Your hair only grows about half an inch a month, but half an inch a month adds up over years if you learn how to retain the length. Okay? So some of the things that I've told you now is about how to retain your length. Simple styling, not blow drying too often. That is how you achieve longer hair. Being very gentle with your hair. Okay? Fantastic question. Any other question? What fantastic question. What can you do to grow your front hair back when it's all gone? Usually you have to think about why the front hair has gone. What have you done? Sometimes it's not because you've done anything, but a lot of the time it's because people have done tiny braids or they pull the hair too much in front. You wanted to say something? Thank you. You know a lot about hair. Not that much. But your mate has said here that sometimes people lose their hair in front because they do hairstyles that are not appropriate for the edges. I want you guys to remember that the hair that you're talking about is the most delicate hair on your head. Your scalp hair is the most delicate. The hair can break more easily than the hair in the middle or at the back of your hair. So we have to be even more careful when any hairdresser is handling the hair because it's so delicate. And because we're doing hairstyles, even this hairstyle, sometimes if they hold it too tight, it can break the front. Yeah? So what can you do when that happens? When you've lost the hair in front, you have to stop that hairstyle. The hairstyles that cause the loss, you have to stop it. You have to leave it alone. I know you will see things like, oh, you can use castor oil or you can use this type of oil to grow it back. A lot of times there's no evidence to support that. Okay? the best thing to do is to leave that area alone and let it recover. But that is a fantastic question. Any other questions? No? Okay. The first step to great hair is shampooing your hair. That is the best thing that you can do for your hair health. A shampoo helps us to clean our hair of the products that we put on your hair, anything that you spray on your hair. It also helps us to actually get rid of the dust that we pick up from the atmosphere as well. And I talked about our scalp secreting something. What was that thing?
Sebum.
Louder?
Sebum.
Hey, you girls, 10 out of 10 already. You are keeping up. Sebum, which is your hair oil. So before we shampoo our hair, our lovely model hair, what's your name? Miriam.
Miracle.
Miracle. Her name is Miracle. The first thing that I usually do is just run water on my hair. Right? Does that feel nice, Miracle?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The minute you run water on your hair, let me tell you what water does. Water, it itself starts to get rid of some of the dirt, even before you even put shampoo on, right? So, and now I'm going to go in with my shampoo. I'm going to take off my ring and rub it through her hair. What's the name of my shampoo? Ori. Okay. So Ori is the name of the brand. What's the name of the product? Dudu. I'm so glad I'm in Nigeria. Not everyone in England gets it, but you guys are obviously Nigerians. And even the non-Yoruba said Dudu. So, we go in with the shampoo. How does that feel, Miracle?
Feel nice.
It feels nice?
Yes,
Can you smell it?
yes. Yes. Nice.
It has a nice scent?
Yes.
Okay. So, remember that the scalp has its own oil, which we already said was a sebum. So we're trying to loosen the oil on the scalp. So we go in and we give it a good massage. And can you see the way the shampoo has foamed up really quickly?
Yeah.
That shows you that actually Miracle's hair is not too dirty. And you all knew that. I love you. Girls, you guys are really good. Really good. It's not too dirty. And because it's not too dirty, we don't need to go in again with the shampoo. Okay? So this one wash will be enough. But if I was washing my hair and it was really dirty, I would go in again with the shampoo. Fantastic. So now I'm going to just rinse out. In this heat, I'm sure this feels good, Miracle.
Yes.
It's very important that we wash all the shampoo off of the scalp and of the hair. Okay, head up. Thank you, my love. Right, now, we're going to get some of that water out. I want 3 people to touch her hair. How does it feel? Speak up, please. Soft. Somebody says soft behind me. Soft. Soft. Okay. That is one thing that I want to share with you. When you wash your hair with a good shampoo, it shouldn't feel dry and hard. Okay? If it feels dry and hard, it may mean that that shampoo is not the best for you. Is that okay? Right. So, we've talked about deep conditioning. After that, we go in with what we call a leave-in conditioner. You've all heard of a leave-in conditioner. Please, another round of applause. I love that you girls are you're picking these things up so well. So, we go in with the leave-in conditioner, pass it around and smell how that feels. And maybe you can touch it yourself. You can even put some on the ends of your own hair. Pass it around. You can take a little bit and put it on the ends of your hair for you to get a feel of what it feels like. Oh, this feels amazing. I need a little bit more. So the leave-in conditioner helps to keep the hair even more conditioned. Okay, the leave-in conditioner helps the hair to feel even more conditioned. And after the leave-in conditioner, what do you think I will do next? Comb it? Not yet. I'm going to add an oil. Either an oil or a butter. Have you heard of it? It's okay. Share it with your, yes. Just rub it all on your head. Don't let it go to waste. So, have you heard of shea butter?
Yes.
Yeah. So after you put a little bit of leave-in conditioner, you can use an oil or you can use a shea butter. Yes, that just protects the hair even more. So I'm going to use this oil. Again, you can pass this around and you could have a feel. You can pass it around and have a feel. So we're just going to put a little bit. It doesn't have to be too much. The good thing is, Miracle doesn't have a lot of hair. So right now, she doesn't even need that much of combing, right? The hair still feels lovely. It feels soft. Miracle, have you been uncomfortable at any time? No. I mean, have you felt pain at any time? No. You're not supposed to be in pain when you're doing your hair. If you're in pain or you're feeling pain, that means someone's doing something wrong and they need to stop. Pain is not beauty. Pain means something wrong is going on. Is that okay? Girls, that was the extent of my demonstration. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. But I hope you picked up something about good hair care. They're still passing the oil around. Have you learned anything?
Yes.
Are you inspired to continue to care for your hair?
Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, wow. Ladies, it's been lovely to meet you. Can you just wait here 1 second? I want to make sure that your snacks and your drinks have arrived. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.